Who is J Grace and what can I tell you about myself? I'm J Grace. I was born in Burbank, California. I've been singing since I was 7 and dancing and acting since I was 11, but singing has always been my #1 passion. I've been looking up to, as a young girl, I was looking up to artists such as Whitney Houston, Selena Quintanilla being like my #1 favorite artist, Celine Dion, Michael Jackson. So my parents would play all these artists at home when I was a little girl, and that's how I learned, and that's how I learned my craft and practiced and just listened to them. And they were also playing a lot of 80s music, so I've always had a love for 80s music, and I just always had an ear for it, and I loved the energy, and so that's what I'm doing now, and I'm creating this new Latin freestyle, and I hope everybody loves it. And yeah. What are my top 5 favorite freestyle songs? There's so much to choose from, but I love Hooked on You, Inside Outside, Point of No Return, Lookout Weekend, and They're Playing Our Song. Those are my top 5. In a world where freestyle music is practically non-existent, how do I decide to do freestyle music? Well, the story is, actually, I started off working on Latin pop music, and my team and I were mainly focusing on, for me to be a Latin artist. But we wanted to do something different and something that's not out there in the market right now and in the industry. And we thought of freestyle music. And me being someone that has always listened to 80s music and growing up on it, we thought that it was the perfect idea, and nobody out there is really doing it full on, like as in their artistry. A lot of artists are putting it in their music as elements of it, but what we're doing is we've basically created this new genre in a way called new freestyle. It's NU, new freestyle, and we're still keeping a lot of the elements from the old freestyle music, but adding integrity-based lyrics and stronger drums and more of a heavier bottom in the music. So that's how we're creating our own genre, and but still keeping the elements from old freestyle music. And so what's my first single and how did it come to be? I actually have a story on this. My new single is Love Me, featuring Frankie J. And the first time I met Frankie, he came by my manager's studio, and it's a studio in LA where I actually record all my songs and write and songwrite all my songs. And the first time I met him, we introduced the whole concept of what we were trying to do, the 80s Latin freestyle, and he actually was doing the same thing. And it worked perfectly, and he had this song that he recorded on this girl 10 years ago, and he never did anything with it, and nothing ever came from it, but he thought it would be perfect for what I was doing. And he showed me, and I heard it, and I loved it immediately, and so we recorded it the same night. He vocal produced it, and it was awesome working with him in the studio. I mean, Frankie is just such a nice, genuine guy, and I loved just seeing how he works in the studio, and he's so talented, and he brought so much out of me, and it's definitely something I'll always remember in my career, and I just can't wait to keep working with Frankie. He's great. And and don't forget to check out Love Me. It's on my YouTube channel, J Grace Official, and also on SoundCloud, on Spotify, on iTunes, so go get it on iTunes, and I hope you like it. How was my experience at the Latin Freestyle concert in San Diego, and how did it feel being there with all these legends? Well, it was definitely an amazing, unforgettable experience. Just being there with all these legends that were big in Latin freestyle, such as Cover Girls, Trinier, Debbie Deb, Connie. It was an amazing experience, just opening up for them. And we actually opened up with a very famous freestyle song called Hooked on You by Sweet Sensation, which kind of just really set the tone for the whole concert, and the audience went crazy, and it was just the energy they were giving me. It was an awesome, awesome show. Actually one of our biggest shows. There was probably about 6,000 people there, and it was great just being up there and just feeding off of the audience's energy, and me being a new freestyle artist, making it out there and singing alongside these legends. It was definitely a moment I'll always remember. I've just felt so blessed to be up there alongside all of them. And yeah, it was a great experience. So what's next for J Grace, and what can you look forward to? So what's next is I have a new single coming out very soon called Paradise. We've recorded the majority of my album, so that would be coming out soon as well for everybody to listen to. And we're just working on just getting everything together, getting our EP together, and we plan on shopping for labels around the top of the year, probably January, February. And we're just working on getting the word out there more about me, and I just want everybody, I'm so excited for everybody to just see what we're doing, and I'm so excited for my career and just for the love just the love that we've been getting from everybody is just amazing. And let me see, I'm not forgetting anything. And just, yeah, look out for J Grace, because we are so excited for everything. I'm so excited, and I hope everybody is just in love with what we're about to bring to them. How can you keep up with J Grace? You can follow me on all my social media sites at J Grace Official, on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, Reverb Nation, but my Facebook is just J and Grace. And so yeah, follow me and keep up with what we're doing and catch up on any new stuff that we're putting out, and yeah.